Hello and welcome to Firearm Freedom. This is going to be a video about a realistic look at plate carriers or body armor. I don't have any sponsors to this channel, so if you want to help out Firearm Freedom, you can simply hit that subscribe button and then comment down below. I greatly appreciate those comments. Yes, they help the algorithm, but also they just get me excited to make further videos. And furthermore, the B channel FF lifestyle. I'm getting too old. That almost broke my neck just to do this ad to get you guys to subscribe to the B channel. I just finished filming 2 videos over there. The goal is 1 video a week. You never know what it is going to be, but it's not really gun-related content. We got conspiracies, watch reviews. We have hiking vlogs as we approach SHOT Show. There's going to be a bunch of behind-the-scenes SHOT Show content over on that B channel, so definitely check it out. Hit subscribe. I'm trying to get to 1,000 subs, and I seriously appreciate your support. Man, plate carriers. Let's talk about plate carriers today. I want to say first and foremost, I have never been in the military. I have never been in any form of service. I have never been in law enforcement. I have never even been in a mall security job that has caused me to need to wear a plate carrier for an extended period of time. So take everything I say in this video for what it is, as a random civilian gun tuber, just telling you my opinion and pulling it out of my own ass. It could be completely wrong, but I think this video might be somewhat helpful for some of you. Now, I have been owning and training in plate carriers now for about maybe 8 to 10 years, and the technology has changed over time. I have assembled, disassembled, reassembled so many of them. In fact, this video got started by completely dismantling my other HRT plate carrier and turning it into this kind of morphed mixture of multicam and M81 that I have here, because finally I think I have got like the situation that I like for this plate carrier. But I'm not going to be going over exactly what I have going on this plate carrier in this video. If you want to see that, let me know. I'll do a video later on. But this particular video is going to be setting it up for you. Setting it up for you. I can't tell you how many times I have set up a plate carrier like this for reasons that I don't know. Okay, what do I mean by that? I am putting pouches, things, crap on here that I will never use, that I don't even know really how to use, but because X, Y, or Z, special operations, high-speed dude online said to me that this is what you need to buy, this is why you need to buy it. I know, you're an idiot, you're a civilian, listen to me, and this is what you need to do. It needs for, speed, high speed. When I would always build these out, I would always get kind of confused because I would piece it together and I would try to get all this like cool guy stuff, but I didn't really know like why I was getting it. I had no clue what it was. And quite frankly, what would end up happening is I would wear these plate carriers at the range. It's very annoying for me because none of the pouches coexisted with what I actually wanted to use it for, was shooting that day. I would switch up the placards and it would work for that day. But then when I would go running with it at the range, mags would fall out, or I would go on a night hike or something and I would have such like an abrasive thing going on that I couldn't even get it situated where I could comfortably walk with it. And ultimately, I kind of ended up not using plate carriers at all for the past year. I had one thrown about for like ultimate preparedness, but I didn't know why I was setting it up. For home defense, let's say, or for preparedness. What is your situation? Think about what you need to prepare for. For me, in my situation, I am not preparing for needing to hike miles over desert terrain or miles over mountainous terrain. That is not where I live, man. Where do you live? Do you live in the mountains of Afghanistan or do you live in New York City? These are things that you need to think about. This has been so convoluted in this industry to where we are just going off of what someone else is doing because of their specific select reason for doing it. I think what we need to remember about plate carriers is how personal these items are. My best friend and my brother, he has gone on now 2 through hikes. You guys have seen him on the channel before, FF Pocket Smith. He's always floating around in the B-roll, okay, in these videos. Maybe one day I'll get him on to actually talk about his hiking escapades. But what I appreciated about him setting up his gear all the time is that when he would set up his plate carrier, he wouldn't really look at what anyone else was doing. He had this very, like, clear mind about, well, I'm going to set it up because I could use this. I know how to use this. I want this in this pouch because that is something that's special to me that I like and use. And in this situation, I envision my preparedness needing that item. And I always envied that because he had like always the idea of everything that he needed. Now, a lot of people might look at a plate carrier and say that's completely unnecessary. I don't think it's unnecessary, but a lot of people might, and that's okay. That's okay. Now, the whole shift in the industry is forget about plate carriers, you need chest rigs. That's like the whole thing in the industry. Forget about the industry. Stop looking at the industry. Half of the people here on YouTube don't know what in the world they're talking about. So forget about the industry, think about you. For me, in my situation, I think it would behoove me that if there was a preparedness thing happening and I wanted to protect my family and protect my homestead, if you will, and stay here. I'm not moving. I'm not going long distances, but to stay here and protect my place, I think it would behoove me to have some body armor. And I think it would behoove me to have all of these things that I have on here now. It fits in my situation. Do I have something that you should replicate and mimic exactly because of your situation? No, probably not. For me, this big ass pouch right here works. It works just fine, but for somebody else, it might not. Are you going to be doing rucks? I don't know. Are you? Or is your survival plan rucking 15 miles with full gear? I don't know. Is your survival gear staying at home and defending your homestead, and this is where it ends? This is the last stand. This is the Alamo. Well, you're going to really need to adjust your situation. If you do need to go, where do you need to go? Where do you need to go? Are you going into the woods, or are you living in suburbia and you're going to a city that's next door? Where do you need to go? Too many times these days, we are not thinking of our own situation. We're not thinking of what do we need in our plate carrier? Do I even need a plate carrier? I don't know. You need to figure that out for yourself. Ultimately, I don't think anybody in military or law enforcement is going to be able to tell you how to set up your exact rig. What I would recommend to you in order to look at is figure out what you want to have on there and then Google the question. I want to have 308 magazines on my plate carrier. That's my choice. Don't ask me why. Don't ask me why. That's my choice. I want to have that. Now, what I can Google, I'm not going to Google, is it good to have 308 magazines on a plate carrier? What I'm going to Google is battle rifle magazine carriers. See what's out there, see what works for the best for you, and then figure out the best one of that bunch. I've already decided that I want battle rifle mags on my plate carrier. How am I going to get them on there? Think about, okay, I have decided that 100% I want to have night vision on my plate carrier. Doesn't matter why, I want to have night vision on my plate carrier. So what is the best night vision pouch that is out there? Why would I carry the night vision? If I was going to carry night vision, maybe where's the best place to carry it for me? Those are all great questions to ask. If I am going to have something like a backpack that I have on the back of my plate carrier back here, what do I want to keep in there? I'm not going to Google that. I'm going to ask my own self. What could I use? Could I use medical? Do I need sustainment gear? Why do I need sustainment gear? What am I trying to sustain? Am I sustaining my life, others' lives, my kids' lives? What do I need in there? Do I need diapers in there? Like, those are the things, I'm being ridiculous here, but those are the things you need to ask yourself. And then finally, when you have answered your own questions, look at what is the best medical to keep in my kit? What is the best preparedness stuff to keep in my kit? Do I live on a mountaintop in the middle of nowhere and I am going to probably need to bug out and hike 20 miles? Well, maybe a plate carrier is not for me. Maybe that is not for me. And maybe I need to have a ruck with sustainment gear and all these other things. Am I bedding down in my house where I have all my gear? Do I have a bug out bag and I'm throwing it in a car? Do I have a bug out car? All of those things are things you need to ask yourself. What are you even preparing for? Those are questions you need to ask yourself. You do not need to go online on Reddit and figure out what X, Y, or Z high-speed, cool person out there online is doing and just copy their kit. Because ultimately, all of those people that I talk to have such a mission-selective gear that changes every mission. It changes all the time what exactly they're keeping on their plate carrier, okay? What somebody might use for this, they will absolutely not use for this. Now, finally, I want to talk about the plate carrier for a home defense role, as I said in the beginning of this video. I'm going to tell you flat out from talking to people who have been in actual civilian home defense situations in person, having conversations with them, how it went, what happened, what they would do differently. You are not going to have enough time to don a plate carrier or any sort of a chest rig in a home defense situation. You're just not, okay? Maybe you have good enough home structure that is causing somebody to really do some banging and you do have enough time to don a plate carrier. I look at kind of home defense in like a tiered sort of system. What is going on outside? Is it a bump in the night? I'm probably just having time to grab my pistol and I'm going to just see what's going on. Is it red dawn outside? Well, maybe I'm going to like hunker down and throw on a plate carrier and get in an old Bronco or something and go to the mountains. I don't know. But all those things are going to depend on my tier of self-defense. Not go too far off into the weeds. I've done that in the past where I have like a different gun for every different scenario. I have my pistol and I have my rifle. And I do have my armor because let me tell you, if my pistol is not able to handle that situation and I am now fighting with my pistol to get back to my rifle, it is a bad situation. And I am going to want armor, my helmet, my rifle. Let's be honest, at the end of the day, we're probably going to be butt-ass naked, grabbing a pistol and figuring out what's going on. And it's going to be some broken glass or whatever, or it is something bad and you're going to handle it with your pistol. It's very rare that you're going to grab a rifle, even more rare that you're going to grab a plate carrier. So this is more overall preparedness. If you're putting it on your plate carrier for a preparedness situation, don't just put it on there because the internet tells you to put it on there. Guys, that is going to wrap up this video. If you have any other questions about this or anything else on the channel, please feel free to let me know down in the comment section. I'll read it, try my best to get back to you. And while you're down there, head up to the description for the ways to support the channel. And as always, stay tuned for more great videos coming soon.